In the HVAC industry, there's a lot of things that can hurt you, especially with the inverter product coming around. The inverter has these capacitors on them, and they're hot. They usually have like 410 volts DC, which will kick you across the room. So we want to talk about safety in this video today. Whenever we do electrical classes at Airefco, we always want to be safe and follow the rules for appropriate PPE and tools in order to do our checking of electrical components safely. So Airefco supports all of OSHA electrical safety standards and recommends all technicians performing electrical testing, as outlined in this video, follow all safety standards and use the appropriate PPE and tools as outlined in NFPA 70E, the standard for electrical safety in the workplace. Statistics tell us that there are 3,000 injuries that happen each year due to improper lockout, tagout procedures. And there are 60 fatalities each year due to improper lockout and tagout procedures. There are many codes and regulations that OSHA supports to prevent these types of injuries and deaths in the workplace. Some of the minimum requirements under the NFPA 70E call for wearing a long sleeve shirt or jacket with the minimum arc rating, having face and head protection with a wraparound face shield, heavy-duty gloves as needed, a hard hat, eye protection, hearing protection, and leather footwear. This was one of the titles in a trade magazine. Lockout Tagout makes OSHA's top 10 safety violations list again. In 2022, there were 1,977 violations of lockout tagout. When preparing to work on electrical devices, the first thing you need to think about is to always disconnect the equipment from an electrical source. OSHA lists 7 steps of lockout tagout. First, prepare for the shutdown. Make sure that you have all the tools that you will need to accomplish the work that you're doing. 2, notify all affected employees of the activities and equipment involved. The more people that know you're shutting down the equipment and that you're working on the equipment, the less likely you will have of any accidents taking place. 3, shut down the equipment. 4, isolate the equipment from the energy source. This is where you disconnect the equipment from the power source. 5, dissipate residual energy. This is, for example, the capacitors on the back of an inverter that build up power. Usually it will take around 10 minutes for these capacitors to dissipate the power and the energy that they source. 6, apply applicable lockout or tagout devices. 7, verify that the equipment is properly isolated. Even though you have isolated the equipment from the energy source, you've dissipated the residual energy, and you've applied your lockout tags, the next thing you want to do is make sure that there is no voltage available on the equipment that you're working on. Some technicians who work on larger equipment all the time have lockout tags with their picture on it. And the tag says, "Do not remove this lock tag. It is here to protect my life." So with a picture on the lockout tag, it gives the person who is checking the disconnect some personal note to see that there's an actual individual that is working on this machinery, and so they should not do anything to cause the machinery to operate when this individual is working on it. So you should make sure that you have the proper device to lock out any disconnect, and that the lock is a lock that you have in your personal possession, and you're the only one that has a key to unlock this device.
Go to airefco.com for more videos. like, subscribe, and check back every week for new videos.